to dumb it down to Billy Ray's senses here, the 20.5 million is essentially that revenue share. And I think it makes fans happy that that 20.5 million is not having to be footed by students, by fans, and by alumni. So that 20.5 million is on the school to decide how they dole it out. But I'm going to put on my Arkansas cap for a second. If Tyson's comes in and they say, hey, I want to sponsor Arkansas's quarterback, this specific quarterback, this is his social media following, here is a reasonable amount of money that I can hand him to promote Tyson's, that money would be exempt from the 20.5 million, but would have to clear the clearinghouse for them to give that money to that prospective student athlete.
That's correct. So if the money is coming from any third party, not just an associated entity, it has to pass clearinghouse standards. And this is actually, I will give my personal opinion here. I think that you are going to see less brands wanting to engage with student athletes because of this, because I would be just betting here. I would be surprised if every major brand in the athletic space and the sponsorship space wants to disclose the entirety of their contracts to a third party entity, and then have, essentially confidential information or trade secrets shared with a third party just for a compliance mechanism.
So
go ahead, Bill.
It seems like when you say they're trying to separate entities associated with the university from being separate of the cap. To me, what that sounds like is they're trying to separate, okay, we're going to have the revenue sharing, and then we're basically going to have a pool of money that is collected by a collective, and then they add 30 million or 20 million or 50 million. Is that what that verbiage specifically was aimed at?
The point is, so the verbiage around classifying something as an associated entity is to put Deloitte on notice when it comes through the clearinghouse that this is an associated entity, that their sole goal is to fundraise for student athletes, because the other part of this analysis is a valid business purpose. So they are stating that the student athlete has to be compensated for a valid business purpose that's commensurate with other deals in the space, not necessarily athlete deals, but other deals for, adjacent types of influencers in the space.